Before the world had instant messages, before emails, before phones crossed the ocean, there was a wire. A single, fragile line stretched across one of the most powerful forces on Earth, the Atlantic Ocean. And the dream sounded impossible. Could a message really travel from one continent to another? Not by ship, not by letter, not in 10 days, but almost instantly? In the 1800s, that idea felt like science fiction. For centuries, if someone in Europe wanted to send a message to America, it had to cross the ocean physically. A letter was carried by ship. News moved only as fast as wind, waves, and human endurance. Then came the telegraph. For the first time, electrical signals could carry words across long distances. But across an ocean? That was different. Because now the wire couldn't run across poles or rooftops. It had to disappear. It had to sink beneath miles of dark water. It had to survive pressure, storms, salt, movement, and distance. And at the center of that impossible idea was something simple. Copper. Copper was not the whole invention, but it was the pathway. It was the material that carried the electrical signal. A tiny pulse, a code, a message, a thought, wrapped, protected, and lowered into the sea. That copper core became part of one of the boldest communication projects in history. And it didn't work perfectly at first. The early cable was slow. The signals were weak. The system failed after only a short time. But that failure did not erase the idea. Because once the world saw that a message could cross the ocean through a wire, everything changed. Suddenly, the ocean was no longer just a barrier. It became something technology could cross. Not with sails, not with steam, but with signal. The world did not become connected all at once. It happened piece by piece, wire by wire, signal by signal. And long before we carried smartphones in our pockets, long before we streamed videos, sent emails, or refreshed a page, people were already asking the same question we still ask today. How can we make a connection faster? How can we make distance smaller? How can we send a thought farther than our own voice can reach? It's not just metal, it's movement, it's connection. It's the quiet path that lets energy, information, and ideas travel. And sometimes the smallest line can connect two worlds. Every technology has a story. Every story begins with curiosity. So stay curious. The next story is already waiting.